Hello, wonderful, glorious booktubers! My name is Kayla, I am 20 years old, and I like books. I guess you're wondering what I'm doing here right now with a bookshelf not full of books. I'm gonna get into that story in a minute, but before I do, I want to let you know how I discovered Booktube, why I'm on here, what I'm gonna be doing, blah blah blah. So about a week ago, I was looking for a video to self-publish my book because I am a writer and I love to write, and I decided to write a novel one day. Well, it didn't really happen one day. I'd been dreaming of it for years, and I finally sat down and started to write. And if you hear my cat, I'm so sorry. I discovered some self-publishing videos on YouTube, and I clicked on one by Mandy Lynn, and I discovered a whole series of how to self-publish your book through her. And I also found some strange videos, and I was like, what is this? They were wrap-ups and TBRs, and I did not know what they were, so I clicked on it. And it was all about books that she's read and what she wants to read in the future, and I discovered book review videos and all that good jazz. So I decided, hey, I love books. Let's make a channel about it. And thus Beauty and the Book was born. So back to the empty bookshelf right behind me. So I used to live with my mom, and she was the one who had all the books that I would read. She would tell me to read this and read that. And at first I didn't like it until I actually found a book which I loved, which was Twilight. And I just loved it, but she bought all the books that I ever wanted, but we shared them. So she kept them, and I moved on to college, and then I came back home, but I don't live with her anymore, so she still has them. So I did discover my favorite series right now of all time, and I had to buy that book. Then I had to buy the second book, and so on and so forth. And I had my first little collection right there, which is about a year ago. Now, I didn't keep on buying books because I normally go by what people recommend me, and people hadn't been recommending me anything at the time. So when I discovered Booktube, I found a bunch of great books that people love to read, and everybody had been raving about it, so I decided, let's give it a try. So I went by the bookstore last week and picked up a few books that I thought I might like, and it turns out that I'm already loving some of them. Now I am going to show you guys a haul of what I bought, but I also am going to tell you more about Beauty and the Book. So on this channel, you'll be seeing book reviews, movie trailer reactions, movie reviews, television reviews and reactions, and all that great jazz, and some extra little spunk on here, and maybe some tags. So welcome to Beauty and the Book, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get started with my first ever haul, yeah! The first book that I decided to pick up was actually something I had already decided before I even walked in the bookstore, because I had wanted to read this ever since I saw the trailer of the movie, and I heard it was a bestseller, and it was about a month ago that I was like, I'm gonna read that before I watch it. So I picked up Divergent, and I already finished it. My aunt is actually reading this, so this won't be sitting on my shelf for that long because my mom's gonna read it after that, and hopefully it'll come back to me on my shelf. So I really wanted to wait until I finished that first book of the series to buy the rest of the books in the series, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first started it, it wasn't all that interesting. But then I got to about page 20 and I loved it, and then when I finished it, I loved it even more. So I bought Insurgent by Veronica Roth, and I also bought Allegiant by Veronica Roth. The next book I bought is A Breath of Frost by Alexandra Harvey, and I was reading it a little bit and I loved how it started off. So I'm excited to finish this. However, I'm probably not going to get to this until I finish my Divergent series. The next book I bought is actually the second book in a series, and the first book I did buy, but it is in my car right now, so I don't really want to get it, especially because it is raining outside. The book that I bought is Unhinged by A.G. Howard, and the first book is Splintered by A.G. Howard, and this basically just tells the darker side of Alice in Wonderland, which I love, and the fact that she lives in Amarillo, Texas is like not very close to where I live, but I used to go to college very close to where that is, so that's pretty exciting. And the last book I bought is Fates by Lainey Bross, and this is basically about a girl who has to kill people in order to live. And the last person she has to kill in order to stay alive is somebody who she falls in love with. Sounds a little cheesy, I know, but I'm really excited to find out what happens. So that is it for the haul, and I see most people do this, so I really wanted to do it. Alright, I bought Whoa. Alright, we're not gonna fail this time. Alright? Okay. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books because the 7th is actually not here right now. And yeah, so now I can put them on my bookshelf. And that will go with actually my favorite series of all time. So, I know I mentioned my favorite series of all time earlier, and it is actually the Hush Hush series. And I know you guys are gonna be like, where's the first one, Kayla? I think I lent it to a friend and I didn't get it back. Never lend your books out. Never. Okay, so before I end this video, I want to let you guys know that I am doing a 50 book challenge where I read 50 books by the end of the year. So please let me know in the comments below any books that you would love for me to read and review, because I am going to be doing a review on Divergent next, and that should be up on Friday. I've been searching Booktube for great books to buy, and I already have like a bunch of books I want to buy, but I want to read these first and then buy more. So yes, leave your comments below on what books you'd like to see me read and review for you guys, and I will catch you again on Friday. Bye!